It's Cheri Monique. Am I saying it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So she's an actress. This is the first actress I've ever had on the Lealer show. I usually have musical artists, but I decided to switch it up this week. So shout out to Cheri Monique, the first actress on the show. So let them hear your voice. Tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas, Spring, north side.
Okay. Yeah, she's from the north side of Houston, and she's a full-time actress. So tell us, and she was in a movie that just came out. Tell us about the movie. She had the lead role, y'all. So tell us about that.
So it's a Boomtown production. It's called Woman. It's basically a psychological thriller. I play.
It's called what?
Woman.
So how do you spell that so we can look it up and watch it?
Woman, WOMAN.
So it's called. It looks like it's called Woman, but it's Woman.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about it.
So it just came out March 21st on the app called All Black. I play the role of Michelle. She's an everyday girl that basically didn't heed the red flags on a first date. So you kind of gotta follow the movie to kind of see.
She ignored the red flag. I was like, oh my goodness.
I've mainly been in drama films. Had a few action scenes, whatever the case may be. But this was my first intense horror type of film, so it was pretty fun. Shout out to Boomtown for giving me the opportunity.
Yes. Okay, so how did you find out about it? Because I have a lot of listeners that want to get into acting and things like that. So could you give us some tips on how to perfect your craft and have a successful acting career? Because she does do this full time. So can you give us some insight?
Yes, ma'am. So I recommend for beginners to start off with background acting. My first film was with Boosie.
Okay. Your first film. Oh, look at you.
My first film was My Struggle, and we shot it in Baton Rouge.
Yes.
And I played the role of his auntie Jean that passed away, R.I.P. And so it's basically just the insight on Boosie's life and some of the things that he's went through, hint my struggles. So once I got into that, I wanted to gain a little bit more experience, so I started doing a lot of background acting. I feel like for beginners, that's the perfect way to learn just the ins and outs, how everything operates, and then just.
So background acting, that's how you can get your foot in the door. Okay, that's some really good advice. That's some really good insight. So as an actress, what kind of roles do you like to play? What's your favorite kind of role to play?
Action. I love doing stunts. I love being hands-on.
What kind of stunts can you do, girl?
Yeah, I mean, from shooting somebody in the head to, rolling in the ground and the gravel, whatever the case may be. I mean, I love being hands-on, getting down and dirty. I love just the intensity of it. It's so much fun. Just being able to step out your everyday norm. That's my thing. Thriller, action, suspense,
yes.
horror.
And Woman was perfect, so I'm sure you had a lot of fun on that set,
Yes, ma'am.
That was a crazy movie. That was a crazy movie. My next question is, how do you feel about the acting scene and the theater scene, movie scene here in Houston, Texas?
I feel like it's growing. I feel like within the next year or two, Houston gonna be next to Atlanta, for sure.
So do you feel like Houston is a great place for upcoming actors and actresses?
Oh, yes, ma'am. A great place extremely for beginners. I mean, especially in Texas in general, because we're right next door to Louisiana. So Louisiana, they hold a lot of productions and stuff out there, like I said, background acting, commercials, whatever the case may be. So the South is starting to pick up with the rest of, the country as far as California,
Hollywood,
yes.
So Houston might be the next Hollywood one day. I've heard somebody say that before. What kind of roles do you not like to play?
That's a good question. I don't like anything that has to do with sexual abuse, of course.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a little bit too intense for me. Anything that has to do with that or, kind of evil type of films,
So you don't want to be a demon?
Yeah, I don't want to be a demon. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That kind of, I don't want to have nightmares after I leave set, so.
I can see that. Okay. I asked you, actors and directors that you've worked with.
Oh, okay.
People that you enjoy working with. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, someone that's dear to my heart is Boomtown. Because he was one of the first.
And he's Houston based, right? Okay.
Because he was the first director after the Boosie movie. that saw something in me and gave me a chance. So I will forever have a special place to Boomtown and Jen. Shout out to y'all for giving me the opportunity and like I said, and putting me in my first thriller roles to show my diversity as an actor. So, but I've worked with Denise, Jannard Harper. Jannard Harper is doing it really big right now. Who else? Grade A Dre. Hype. Shout out to Hype. The first director to give me a chance in Detroit was director Beezy Jones. Shout out to Beezy.
Okay.
So he has a series coming up called Scripts. It's basically, you know, about life in the streets and as far as, you know, a certain type of drug coming out and, you know, kind of having a negative effect on the community type of thing. So
what famous actors or actresses do you look up to, or are you compared to any famous actresses?
Ain't nobody compared me yet. But as far as non-celebrity, I had to give shout out to Fancy Jones, I think is her last name. That girl, she works hard. She markets herself. She's constantly working. I mean, I've seen her grow. Like it. Shout out to Fancy, girl. Keep doing your thing. She used to live in Houston and now she lives in Detroit. So, you know, she's been doing big things as far as that goes. Kia B, she's doing it big right now. But for sure, those are the top two. Oh, Katie. Katie, I have to shout out Katie because Kendrick was the first person to really just kind of coach me and kind of give me the behind the scenes game on what it's going to take to reach the next level as an actor. So he took the time out to step me aside and just be like, look, this is what you need to figure out, you know, find yourself as an actor. So I appreciate him for that, and he's a damn good actor too. Oh, and Dakari is a damn good actor too. Dakari, I mean, he blows me away with his facial expressions, everything. Like, he's like the mini Denzel. So as far as major celebrity goes, I've always looked up to Dorothy Dandridge because she was one of the first female black actors to take over Hollywood.
Yes.
You know, during the segregation times and stuff like that. And then, Jennifer Lopez, she's always been one.
Oh yeah, I like her in the movie Hustlers. That's a good movie.
Girl, Enough. You seen Enough?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh my goodness, that girl there, she got beauty, all that. So that's awesome.
So, what can we look forward to seeing you in this year?
My main focus is to get more into thrillers, more horrors, more action.
Are you into comedy?
I did do a comedy with the writer 45. The director was Jannard Harper. And hopefully that comes out this year. It's going to be hilarious. That's going to be a Houston comedy classic for sure, y'all. Mark my words. But no, hopefully a few of my projects I've been in come out this year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them because you did a really good job in Won't Man.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you. So what film are you in? Hold on,
what film am I in?
Yes, ma'am. So tell me more about this.
So I'm going to be in the movie Bash. It comes out Friday, March 29th. I have a small role. I play a nurse, and I'm going to hopefully see you at the premiere.
So who's the director for this?
Miss Denise Monet. Shout out to her. Yeah, it's going to be a great movie. Looking forward to seeing it on this Good Friday, March 29th.
So what is it mainly like? What's the idea behind that?
It's very touching, very heartwarming, and it just brings awareness. That's what I'm gonna say. It brings awareness to issues going on in the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will be there. I can't wait to see you all dressed up.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yay.
Yes, girl, you surprised me. You interviewing me. I'm supposed to be interviewing you. You caught me off guard. But yes, thank you for the question. But yes, this is Miss. How do we say your name?
Unique Cheri Monique.
Unique Cheri Monique. Yes, ma'am. The actress of Houston, Texas. So tell us, how can we keep up with you on social media and watch your films? And where can we find your movies?
So, the only movies that are out right now so far is, of course, Boosie Movies My Struggle, which is on www.boosiemovie.com. And then Candy 2 by Boomtown, that's on Tubi. And then you have
Whoa Man,
which is on All Black.
And that just came out. It's so good.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. But y'all can find me on Instagram at Unique Cheri Monique. and that's UNIQUECHERIMONIQUE.
Yes, so y'all make sure to go check her out. Thank you so much for coming on my show. I really appreciate it. The first actress, so yes.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. She's so
Yes.
sweet.